So to prepare the wire for the arm, you'll need to twist 2 pipe cleaners together and then fold them in half. And then you can attach a paper clip at the bend here, which will go down inside the hand. And then bind the end with fabric dressing strip again, so that it doesn't poke through the crochet. So this end will go down into the hand, and I instructed you to put the wire into the hand before working the arm, because it's quite tricky to get it to feed down once you've made the whole arm. So there it is inside the hand, and then you can continue working around it until you've finished the arm. So here's the finished arm, ready for joining into the body. When it comes to joining the body, you have to prepare by marking out the 16 central stitches on the front in line with the bust. You can see here I've used purple thread to mark my stitches. Now I haven't already worked the bust on this example. It actually doesn't matter when you work the bust. I just put it in the book to work it before you stuff the body, because I think that's a bit easier, but you could even do it right at the end of the doll if you wanted to. So here's my 16 front loops. So I've followed the stitches up to mark the 16 central front stitches. So when you join in the arm, you need to remember to have the thumb facing forwards and the end of the last round to the inside on the underarm. And then you're going to be working on the 7 outside stitches of the arm when you come to join it in. So this is the start of the round where my red marker is, and I've already worked up to the point of 7 stitches before the 16 central stitches. Here we are, look, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 before my first marked stitch. So let's just get this ready to work. So the first thing I want to do is decrease. I'm going to skip 1 stitch and DC in the next stitch. And work another DC. And then get my arm ready to align it. So I'm going to work 7 stitches across the outside edge of the arm. So this first stitch needs to be pulled quite tight so that it doesn't leave a gap in the fabric. That's 1. So this is my 7th stitch. Now I've got to skip 3 stitches on the body, 1, 2, 3, and then work 1 DC on the body. So again, this stitch needs to be pulled nice and tight. Let's get that out of the way. That's it. Give that an extra tug to pull it as tight as you can. And now you can work the 16 stitches across the centre of the body. So let's remove that marker to work the next 16 stitches. There we go. So you can see when you get to the other side, you'll do the same in reverse. So you'll be doing 1 DC, then working 7 DC on the outside of the other arm before you do another 1 DC and then a decrease, and then you'll be finishing the end of your round. Now, when the arms are joined in, you'll be left with this gap under the arm. You can use a tail of yarn afterwards to sew that gap together So I've finished rounds 25 to 28 after joining in the arms, and we're now at the point where we can join the arm pipe cleaners to the central wire of the body. So you'll have put the central wire in when you joined the legs, and if you're using the foam curlers, you'll need to cut a portion of the foam away at the joining point so that there's room to wrap the pipe cleaners around. So I'll just wrap one round and twist it to secure it. And then I can do the other one. Okay, before you finish this off, it's worth just checking that Betty can still move her arms down to the side and that you haven't shortened the arms too much so that they're sticking out like this. And then when you're satisfied that they're okay, you can put some fabric dressing tape over the joins to keep the ends from poking through the ends of the crochet.